Here's something to think about. Suppose someone offers you something to eat, and suppose they offer you two choices. Suppose one is a piece of apple pie, and the other is a dish of cold Brussels sprouts. And for the sake of the example, let's assume that you love apple pie and that you hate cold Brussels sprouts. Because you are a human being, you have a natural tendency to embrace that which you consider good. You will pull it to you, and you will push away that which you consider to be bad. In the case of this example, you will receive the apple pie, and you will push the Brussels sprouts away. It is no different with anything else. You will always choose what you consider as good, and you will reject that which you consider as not good. Let's use one more example. Let's say that you like squash, but you don't like it real well. Let's say you like to eat a little, but you wouldn't want your main diet to consist of it. Therefore, you could say, truthfully, that you like squash. You could say that you accepted squash as food for you. But that wouldn't really be the whole truth. The whole truth would be that you liked it a little, but wouldn't care to eat it often or in great amounts. In fact, the whole truth might be that you could take a little of it and that you really did like it when there wasn't much else to choose from, but that if something else was offered on the table that was more appetizing, such as a hamburger, steak, or dessert, you would just as soon have one of these choices. This is how many Christians form their Christianity. They say they like Jesus and say that they believe in God's Word. But if the whole truth were known, their desire for Jesus might be more like their desire for squash. Maybe they like Jesus, but not in great amounts at one time, and maybe not very often. Also, if the opportunity to concentrate on Jesus is available, but there was something else to do at the same time, maybe they would choose to do the other thing just as they would choose to eat the other thing instead of eating squash. If you like something, you embrace it. If you don't care for something, you push it away. Many people do not realize that they claim to be Christians, but have no intention of offering themselves on the altar of the cross. They have no intention of becoming an acceptable sacrifice to God, and they certainly have no intention of becoming ashes under the altar. But the problem with this is that they will not be found to be under the altar, and therefore they will not be given white robes. You don't get white robes for standing next to the altar. You don't get white robes for helping to kill the sacrifices. You get white robes for allowing those who slay the righteous of the earth to kill you.